Alright, thank you for everyone for locking into the YouTube channel. I myself is Joey Business. As some of you already know, I trade gold and only gold, and sometimes I trade BTC or Ethereum. But let's get into this episode. This episode we're going to be talking about trading psychology, and what we're talking about regarding trading psychology will be recovering from losses. So a lot of traders like to pretend like we don't take losses. We all take losses. There's not a single trader that can tell you I have a 100% win rate, even though there are traders that do have a 100% win rate. Especially if you go into the competitions of the funded traders, you'll see there's people that can achieve that. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones that, you know, they're just working at their strategy, or they just got their strategy and they're really trying to earn the income. So this video is meant for them. Don't think you're going to make money every single day that you hop into the market. You might have a month where you're making so much profit and you're just winning after winning after winning. All you're seeing is green and blue in your account. But then there might be a day or a week that just, you know, brings you back down to the level that you're thinking, what's going on? Why is my strategy not working? It's not necessarily your strategy, but because you became so overconfident in your trades and in your strategy that it just, you know, the market has to change sooner or later. You might be used to how the market's moving now, but then let's say when it comes to like the quarterly season of the year, the market changes. Every season that happened, every quarter of the year, the market changes. The market adapts and it changes to the economy. Like for example, obviously I can't go too tough into it, but the war that's going on currently, that changed the gold market. Gold is never meant to be in the high close to the 2000s, or even if it is, it's really rare and it only happened this year and it hasn't happened for God knows how many years before that. So now, for example, gold went up because when certain stuff happens or the economy goes downhill, gold will always push up. But now, as you can see, gold is pushing back down now because the economy is starting to get back to its regular ways of thinking. So you now need to make sure that you're able to adapt your strategy to one, how the economy moves, and two, to your psychology. If you know you're confident and you know you're making money and you know most of your strategies will work majority of the time, you now need to bring yourself back down and say, all right, I now need to not trade every single day. I now need to not trade every session that I get an opportunity. Start to lean back a little bit, because what you're not aware of, that confidence will lead you to a loss. And then once that loss happens, your psychology will go down. You'll take one loss, you'll take two losses. And then once you take the two losses, you will now start to revenge trade. And no matter who you are as a trader, revenge trade is very natural. And it's just about reforming your mindset to not revenge trade and not to be that type of trader. So my conclusion and my techniques to not become that type of trader or to recover from your losses is, number one, take a seat back. If you're on a losing streak, take a seat back. Analyze where the losing streak started, analyze when the losing streak started, and what strategy was you using that gave you the losing streak. Number two, look at your own psychology within the week, within the day, within the month. How are you feeling? Are you calm? Are you collected? Do you have the same motivation, or has your motivation changed? You need to take all these stuff into factors. And number three, the third and final one, is your win rate and your risk to reward ratio. If now, for example, you know you're the type of trader that only wins 50% of the time, but currently you're winning every single trade, you need to understand that other 50% will come. And it's not because, oh, you're a bad trader or you're taking losing trades. It's just that that's how your strategy is. You have 50% win rate and you have 50% lose rate. And if you're doing a 1-to-1, or you're doing a 1-to-2, or you're doing a 1-to-3, you now need to take that in and accept that, okay, I now need to be a better trader. I now need to configure my strategy to what's going on. So let's say if you're taking loss after loss after loss, you now need to change your strategy and change it to, instead of a 1-to-1 trade, change it to a 1-to-3. Instead of a 1-to-2, change it to a 1-to-4 or 1-to-5. Just take the steps that's necessary for you to win within the week, within the month, or within the day. And that's all, folks. That's me, Joey Business, giving you some psychology, some trading psychology for the week. And hopefully you all boss up, become traders, and, you know, dream the life that you want to live. next episode.